think where you guys offensively heading into this week?
Feel really good about it. The guys have really prepared well. Got a great game plan. The focus is there. Everything you're looking for to be successful. So really excited about it.
I think outside, a lot of people have questions. As a young team, like, what are you guys going to look like? Do you guys have a little bit of curiosity or anxiousness about what these guys are going to look like in an actual game?
No, I mean, we feel very, very confident about the guys that we have. I mean, you're always kind of wondering, well, how's the game going to take place? What's the situations going to come up? The calls that need to be made in critical situations and things. But in terms of confidence behind this team, I'm 100% confident in what we have in the locker room and the core group of guys that we have. So, it's an exciting time.
Who's starting on the right side of the line?
But we're not going to talk about a depth chart today. It's a good try. Nice job. Keep grinding on that one.
Are you all settled though?
Yeah, we're settled.
You know what you're gonna know.
Yeah, I mean, we know absolutely. We you get to this point in this time in camp and you're ready to kick it off.
When you talked a few weeks back, you said you'd like to have about 8-9 guys in the core rotation. Do you feel good about where those guys are in that?
Yeah,
have that?
Feel very good about it. You've really done. These guys have done a great job developing themselves. The coaching staff's done a great job. Feel good about the core guys that we do have. And there's other guys progressing.
James Hudson's listed on the roster that was released this morning as an offensive lineman. What went into the move to offensive line for him?
James, a big athletic guy, can move really well, very powerful, very heavy-handed. Felt like just with his measurables and his athletic ability, he could add something to our depth chart at the offensive line, and very excited about James.
How's your health?
Health is outstanding.
A lot of coach speak sometimes when guys talk about their defensive lines, but you guys have a good one to go against. Can you talk about how, the iron sharpening iron thing?
Yeah, they're very good. Coach Madison does a great job, and, Don Brown, his scheme and things, creates problems. So there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of scheme that goes into it, thinking about how you're going to attack Don's defense. And, those guys practice hard. So, you got to bring it every day, and it makes us better. But that's a good core of guys that they do have on that side of the ball.
You do anything to kind of prepare for the scale of that stadium?
It's another game. We play in a big venue every weekend, and no, nothing different. Just prepare. We're Michigan, man. We play in big games. That's who we are, and that's why we're here.
Is there a young player or two that you're looking forward to seeing on the field for the first time this weekend?
I think those core receivers. Those are exciting guys. I'm excited to see those guys getting a live deal, and they're very talented. Very talented.
Jim talked about the drop in mental errors up front. What does that mean? How rapid was that, or was it rough at the beginning? Or
yeah, when you're putting a lot of stuff on them, the higher number, and as the camp went on, we brought it to a point of emphasis with them. Hey, we got to get these things down, and they've really dropped. And that's just them feeling more comfortable with the schemes and concepts, and them putting a stress on themselves to know their assignments. And they're a very serious group up front, and they want to do well, and it's not a lot of levity. It's we're getting to work every day in the room. So, and that's the leadership of the group with Kugler and Mason Cole. They bring a lot of experience and maturity that really helps those younger guys.
Mason mentioned that the other day about guys not joking around or anything this year. Is that something you asked of them?
Yeah, I think that just the great lines we've all been around, and there's a seriousness about them. And, when it's time to get to work, it's time to get to work. And how good can you be at your craft? And, I'm coming in every day. Nobody's going to take my job, so they should have the other. And they're thinking, hey, nobody's going to take my job either, So it's like, how great can I be at my craft, the best I can be at my ability? And today's a day I can get better, so let's get better. And, there's times to have fun, but there's times that you got to lock it down and make sure that you're going in the right direction, doing the right thing for the football team to be successful.
Jim said yesterday that Tariq and Donovan are two of his favorite players on the team. You mentioned being excited about seeing all the young receivers. What is it about them that you're excited about seeing? What have they done in camp?
Yeah, I think they're just very explosive. They're very good at man-to-man, when people play man-to-man coverage on them. And their ball skill, how they track the ball in the air, how they catch the ball out in front of them, they pluck it with their hand, big, strong-handed guys, and how they can go up for the ball, their explosiveness from the ground up, everything you look for a skill set in a receiver, they really shine when they do it.
What's your philosophy as a play caller? You kind of the guy that likes to go in with a script, and does the fact that you haven't seen some of these guys live in the game change that at all?
No, we feel good. We have a core group of plays that we like, and how to attack it in different situations that might occur. It's all laid out, and no, No, it's just we've been preparing. Things that we put in camp have been good to us. Things that have been very good, we take out, and that's what training camp's about, to find out what your team's about and what your offensive philosophy and how you're going to attack. That's what you're trying to figure out through it. So we feel good about the core plays that we do have.
How much does that philosophy change year to year with personnel?
It does. It changes, It sure does. I mean, maybe some teams are good at doing this and some teams are good at doing that. You got to adapt to your players and the position groups to put those guys in successful situations. So it does change, absolutely.
Where do you foresee this year's philosophy being different from maybe last year's?
I think that we got the speed outside and different things we can do inside, I don't want to give away our secrets, but you'll see. You'll see on Saturday as we progress through the year.
Tim, how much has and Wayne, you changed body, mentally, everything from, maybe even in spring?
A lot. I mean, you just tell it, he's lighter, he moves really well. He can finish on guys, he's really heavy-handed. It's changed a lot. And his understanding of, the offense. He went through spring ball and then he came through training camp. And Mike's a sharp young man, really sharp, and he's very prideful. He wants to do it right.
You feel like his body's more right than it was?
Yeah, it is. He's done a good job over the summertime. It's you can tell when you see him walking around, he just looks like a sleek Mike,
That's possible, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned the not giving away secrets, and it's probably the same for every coach every year, but given how young you guys are, do you feel like there's been kind of an emphasis on wanting to stick under the radar this year with you guys?
No, I think we do what we do every year, I think, it's we got a job to do inside this facility, and that, it's about us, it's about the family, and you just don't want to say too much, it's just we want to be good at what we do, it's about Michigan football.
A lot of players have come in during camp, talked about Nolan and how much he's competed, how hard he has competed. What has he done this camp?
I think Nolan's just maturity. He's gotten stronger and really understanding what we're doing offensively, and he likes to play physical. He likes to finish, and just like some of the other guys, John Runyon and Andrew Stuber, and I mean, there's a lot of guys that have really progressed, and I'm happy for Nolan, and happy for some of those other guys because it's their time. It's their time to shine.
Nolan had to re-add some weight after last year, right?
Yeah.
Bulk back up?
Bulk back up a little bit,
Is this kind of the guy that you thought you'd see when you recruited him a little bit more?
Yeah. And he's he was working through some things there earlier on in the year, and he's done a nice job.
How much of a measuring stick do you look at Saturday's game for some of your younger guys?
For some of my
younger guys?
Younger guys, a measuring stick? I mean, I don't see it as a measuring stick. I mean, we got what we got, I don't see it. We don't approach this game any differently because we got a young football team.
How far has Wilton come just since spring?
Oh, long ways. Pep's done an outstanding job with him. Really has. Just like with the other quarterbacks too, John Corn, Dylan McCaffrey's going to be a good player. I mean, there's a lot of them there.
Where have you seen Wilton progress?
Understanding the offense, really taking command, throwing the ball deep like he always does, but reading coverages has been huge. Understanding protections. Pep's done a really good job with him. Really demanded from Wilton, the whole group.